everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Ew. Today I'm going to talk about something kind of personal to me, how to be an ally to the transgender people in your life. I feel like now more than ever, transgender people are really kind of in the limelight. Earlier this year, the suicide of Leila Alcorn really hurt my heart. I read the suicide note that she posted on her Tumblr. It made me so sad that her family was not there to support her in the way that she needed. And it made me really grateful because my brother is a transgender man. He has struggled a lot with it. Phases of depression, suicidal ideation. It really made me appreciate how loving and supportive my family has always been. We've all grown with him. And so that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. I figure if I can share my experience with you guys, maybe that'll help someone out there. And so the number one thing with this video that I wanted to make sure I wasn't doing as an ally is to speak for transgender people. My aim is to amplify the voices of those who are going through this. I wrote down questions, things that I struggled with during my brother's transition. I'm going to answer them. I'm going to have clips that my brother recorded in response to everything that I'm saying, adding anything that I'm missing, and just kind of making it more of a dialogue. Less me, the cis straight white girl, I'm not white. Me, the cis straight girl, speaking about things that I've never truly experienced. Welcome to the future! I'm here with my brother, Cassius, and he is 23. This is like the section of the video that I was talking about earlier where we'll be popping in and out of the video, kind of explaining or expanding upon things that I already talked about earlier. I'll let Cassius kind of introduce himself and explain what it means to be transgender.
Hi, my name's Cassius. I'm just going to read the dictionary definition, relate that to myself, and then sort of explain. A transgender person is somebody who identifies with or expresses a gender opposite to their sex assigned at birth. I think that these terms can get mixed up a lot. Gender is an identity. Sex is a physical indicator. Transgender is a word for somebody who emotionally and psychologically feels that they belong to the opposite sex. It's something that people can't really help. My gender identity as a man isn't something that I developed as a child. I would say that I definitely developed at about age 18 when I realized that I was allowed to do that.
When we were younger, you were always the one who wore shorts, refused to wear the girls' uniform in Catholic school, things like that. I don't know how you relate that to being transgender, but to me that seems like an indicator. Maybe you weren't identifying with your given gender.
Yeah. Okay, so transgender people, do you mind if I talk to you, or is that
Yeah, talk to me. Just so that he feels more comfortable, we're going to do this more as like an interview style. We won't be talking necessarily always to the camera. We might just be talking to each other, but this is all for you to soak in.
So transgender people, my therapist told me that there are 3 times in transgender people's lives in which they realize that they're transgender. When you're a very small child, as soon as you start talking about age 3, puberty, and then age 18. Those are all really major parts in anybody's life and in anybody's identity, and I think that makes sense. When we're talking about identity, those are the parts in people's lives where they're really developing those. And I don't remember being age 3, but I do remember going through puberty, and that is when I started to feel different, like I had to hide something about myself from people. Actually, even earlier than that, I remember one time when I had dressed myself in like a masculine outfit, and I didn't know how to tie my shoes yet. Aaron was outside, and he knew how to tie shoes. So I wanted to go ask him, but I was embarrassed to go outside dressed like that because I knew that it wasn't okay, that it was different.